Hey, everybody, welcome to Live Fully, Lead Authentically, a Brimstone coaching podcast. I'm Kurt Busch, co founder of the Brimstone Coaching Group, here with my friend and coaching partner, Chris Godfredson. Chris, how you doing today?
Doing really well. Pretty excited to be talking with you today,
I know, completely unexpected. This
right?
was
Out of
this
the
was
blue.
out of the blue because we have some big changes coming to
Yeah.
Live Fully, Lead Authentically that we want to let our audience know about. We have some pretty faithful listeners,
Mm,
a couple that will text me on the regular
mm.
from things they heard on the podcast. So we have some big things coming up, Chris. Can I say one big thing we have coming, and you can say the other big thing?
Yeah, sure.
You, I
Okay.
You don't know there's two big things,
I
do you?
don't know what the other big thing is.
Uh,
Are we gonna say like live half-heartedly, lead marginally? Is that
yeah,
the
it's a
change?
complete format change. Yeah.
Okay.
No, first big change
No,
is we're
good.
we're going to release a pod every Tuesday.
That's
Every
awesome.
single Tuesday, there's going to be a Live Fully Lead Authentically episode coming out. The rhythm of that is connected to the second big thing. Chris, what is the second big thing coming up for Live Fully Lead Authentically?
Well, and every other week we'll have a guest, and that that guest is somebody that we want to learn with and from regarding things in the world in which we live and move and breathe. So I think it's pretty exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, we recently did this episode with Louisa Hogan, and
Mm.
the astute listeners have already heard that episode. And what we came away with, what you and I came away with, Chris, is this just like deep desire to keep learning from Louisa, but then also this deep desire to listen and learn from others doing similar work that we, as you said before I hit record, we don't have the corner on the market of learning and
No.
transformation.
Yeah.
So we want to be a place where people can come and find other voices other than just the two of ours.
100%. Yeah. That that time with Louisa was such a gift. Like we've had guests, right? And
Yeah,
none of the guests have tanked. They've all
yeah,
been good, but
yeah.
um, I think at the time, and this is often the case, whenever we make an adjustment to our way of thinking or our way of being, it comes on the heels of like we weren't ready then for what we're ready for now. And we said we had Chuck DeGroat on this podcast. I don't know. It was a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It was
two
a
years ago.
long time ago. And
Yeah.
at that time, he called you the Pod King. And this is what's happening. Like you're becoming the Pod King.
I will wear that crown, Chris.
I
Uh,
know. And well, and here's the thing, this, the, it's one thing for us to sit and have a conversation,
yeah.
but producing the pod, the way in which you do it, because you do it, I don't do it, you do it, it's not nothing. And so like we continue to think about and process the best way forward for Brimstone Coaching Group and allotment of time and resources. And like, I'm just really grateful that you're willing to devote some more time to welcoming people into my world and into our world because, like, you're finding the guests, and those are the things that are like, yeah, it's not nothing. And so I'm
Yeah.
really grateful for it. And I'm
Yeah.
excited about the chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, thanks for saying all that. I don't take it lightly. Thanks for the kind words. But I mean,
Hmm.
this is an increase in how we think about our podcast, right? It has
Yeah.
morphed and changed. And I think what we want to think about going forward is like, how do we actually create a community?
Mm.
I think what we've seen, specifically what I've seen in this platform called Podmatch, is that there is a community of people that engage podcasts and find transformation and find learning through podcasts like Live Fully, Lead Authentically. And
Yeah.
I think what we've decided as a coaching practice is that we want this to be one of those vehicles through which we can start to see that community grow. And
Hmm.
partially for our learning, like this isn't just for the
Right.
audience. Like you and I learn just as much as the audience does. So this is yet another way that we can put ourselves in circles and communities where we are learning and growing and pushing
Hmm.
ourselves, and then inviting our listeners to come with us.
Really is a posture, is it not? Like that we talk about the things that we talk about all the time,
Yeah.
and I think anytime, almost every time I have a conversation with you, I pick up something.
Mm.
And so that's true when people like Tammy Badgema and
Yeah.
Louisa Hogan. I heard and learned stuff from Pete Westerbeek not long ago when it was just you. And what's true about the way in which the format is going to tweak, I'll be on some of those
Yeah.
with you, with the guests. And what's true is like you're the pod king. I'm not. So I might miss some of those, and th that is no threat to me. But I also, yeah, it's the old hair club for men commercial, right? I also am a listener,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
so I'll listen to the ones that I miss
Yeah.
because I actually do value the learning.
Yeah. 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 So let me just say the rhythm of this one more time.
Yeah.
So the regular rhythm of you and I having a podcast, that is we're going to retain that. So
Hmm.
today, when this comes out, this is June 16th. And this is our Chris and Kurt podcast.
Yeah.
Then on June 23rd, we have a guest named Mark Hoffman, who
Hmm.
is going to talk about leadership and learning from a place of having learning differences like dyslexia.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh.
that is a conversation that I found really enlightening. I had
Hmm.
a great connection with Mark. I think our listeners are going to enjoy that. So then the
And
week after that, it'll be you and me, and the week after that, it'll be a guest, and we'll keep that kind of back and forth rhythm. But our commitment, Chris and Kurt, Brimstone Coaching Group, our commitment to the listener is that we're going to do our very best to bring on guests that we think add value to the listener.
yeah.
That this is not we commit to not simply filling a guest spot. We commit to finding guests that are bringing real value in ways that overlap with the work that we're doing already.
Yeah. Yep. And I think that's a high value. So when we think about and engage with people in the world around ideas like self-awareness and understanding and managing our anxiety, emotional maturity, being self-defined and self-regulated, integrity, and all of our promises stuff, because we believe that leadership is actually promise shaped. It's either the promises that we once kept us safe and protected, or the ones we prefer to use in this day and age. Like this kind of stuff is, and that's, we're going to, I think, provide more access to additional voices
Yeah, yeah,
that even push. My hope is that they'll push our way of thinking,
yeah,
and we've experienced that in conversations with people. We've experienced that. I've experienced it through LinkedIn in a writing form. That's just it's another way of pushing our thinking into the world
yeah,
in hopes that like the world would become increasingly whole.
yeah,
And
yeah.
my hope is that these conversations, these additional pods, open that kind of stuff up for people so that they also can have increased access and then maybe take the step that they need to take in pursuit of their own transformation, right?
Yeah. 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 I love that so much. Chris, I mean, I could get all sappy and nerdy, but this is why I love
Uh,
doing this with you is that this shared value that you just articulated that like other voices are important for the flourishing of the
mm,
world. This is not Brimstone Coaching Group's monopoly. And
yeah.
I love that posture. I can't wait to
Mm,
talk to some of these folks. No spoilers. I can't give any names, but I have a couple people scheduled to have conversation with that I think are going to bring tremendous value. So
mm.
in
I
bet-
wish I could pop a GIF onto the screen right now of the little kid who's going, yes.
Yeah.
Can't do it though. I don't know how to do that.
I'll see if I can do it in post. I'm going to make a note of that
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Yes.
If you're
That'd be
listening to this
awesome.
on audio, you better go to YouTube just to check and see if I figured it out. Uh,
Exactly right.
So one last invitation to the listeners. Thank you for being with us in the journey to get to this point. For
Hmm.
being with Live Fully, Lead Authentically, being a valuable part of it. For sending those text messages, and the invitation is to keep going with us, to
Hmm.
lean into those voices, to ask questions, and to come on the journey with us into the next season of the podcast.
Sounds awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.